It remains as an error in consciousness to feel that this is a joke when talking about daily ascension with those of you here as the 144,000 light beings to then continue to open up a new dawning of awakening of light. Through this encoding of more information from our heavenly realms, with who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Council, of the Galactic Federation of Light comes a natural strong focus. There is no doubt in the conscious creation focus of this shifting into more divinity, in which the respectfulness that then exudes transcends any and all talking with the lower ego self about trying to stop these transmissions. To feel that anyone is able to stop the reality upgrade of these expansions remains as a dead end, and a beginning for those of you that are continuing to work more for our galactic fleet. Through this natural balance that is then experienced, then this remains about a finalization of the light work that has been placed over many hundreds of lives through this soul reality. The way it works is that each of you have mostly had a variation of past lives on the earth in human forms, some having a lot more lives of experiences than others. There are those of you that have had 5 past lives on earth, and those who have over 50. While this remains about seeing a deepened level of responsibility, in then noticing that with reincarnation comes an initial wipe clean reality of immediate memories. You notice this as a lot of individuals, when talking about reincarnations, often say with the lower ego self, I know I had past lives, but I don't remember all of them in detail. Can you explain why that is, please? In seeing that from each new lifetime in duality, then going from a male into a female lifetime certainly remains as a dramatic shifting in your experience of life. Similarly, going from a human lifestyle into a galactic lifestyle remains as a radiant and higher cosmic existence, which then transfers more energy into the presence of your own being. There are no levels of disharmony able to stop you from seeing this more, as you see that still there are wars going on in your world, while to recognize the importance of then ascending more beyond all chaos remains now. The more aware you are of the important nature of ascension, the less you are focused on those who are trying to divide and conquer, as you are not falling into that trap. Often the lower ego cabal mind conditioning, saying, love conquers, exists in a state of fear, not in a state of unconditional love, in which love is not here to conquer anything. Your own unconditional love remains as a healing essence. Immediately this permanently alters how a lot of humans view reality, in which you notice that in talking about awakening to your true self, a lot of humans say with the lower ego self, true self? Dude, are you taking something crazy much? The foundation of your own elevation beyond all of the deceptive talk of the lower ego self then brings you into a stronger field of awareness in being here to continue to bring in more divine assistance for ascension. It is not important to fall into the trap of duality, with a lot of guilt, shame, doubt, worry, disharmony, judgment, but to exist beyond that, in which you transcend death in this lifetime. No matter how many individuals are going to try and tell you that you are crazy, in then seeing and noticing that you are here connected with our light beings, then you are able to continue to be of service. As you notice by now, the more bold you become, the more you receive judgments from your outer reality, in which try and stops you from even talking about ascension anymore. The foolish nature of the cabal is that they feel that they can talk you into a state of fear, of doubt, into quitting your light work, instead of rising more of your vibrations, when that is not the case here. There is no quitting whatsoever. You are not going to find that with who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians, into a natural rise in more interdimensionality. Those of you that are awakened enough to see the truth of how the cabal still exists on this world, as well as on the moon, then you are able to notice that your mission was to come into hell, into the lower realms, and rise it into heaven. Surely, a lot of individuals who are living in fear are going to deny that duality is hell, are going to say with the lower ego self, hell is where you burn forever. I don't think this world is hell, just think more positive, not so negative. Geesh, some people. I'll pray for you. You see, the voice of deception of the cabal tries to distort reality, in which those of you from our heavenly realms, from our galactic kingdoms of light, are aware that duality certainly is hell. In hell you have wars non-stop, pollution, suffering, divided nations, divided individuals, death, destruction, as you see exactly how duality exists in the hell frequency. To rise beyond that into no death, bliss, harmony, and abundance, then you are then seeing that each of you carries the power to continue to rise into an expansive layer of light. From the inner strength that each of you carries through a divine, unconscious shifting more into unity consciousness ends the reign of the cabal on earth, for your own acceptance of your multidimensionality. The lower ego self is going to keep saying, I can understand being multidimensional with my mind, as to be multidimensional is not a mental-only focused reality, no, but a super advanced way of existing, which exists beyond 3D. There exists an expanded reality of glory, which then is a smooth process of elevating more of your awakened presence into a harmonious vibration, into fields of more gratitude for your existence. This remains as a level of increasing the vibrancy of your life to then feel the internal changes going on inside of you to rise you into a more stable state of existence. Those that are unstable are still saying with the lower ego self, just shut up already, you guys have a lot of nerve, you are too much. As you notice, there is no such reality of preventing the continual success of our galactic fleet into a level of increasing more of the vibrancy which exists here, in connection with more eternal light paths. It takes a lot of courage to continue to rise into the destiny of being a galactic citizen, in then seeing the end of reincarnation paths, in which you are not going to physically die in this lifetime. As you notice the large amount of humans that are expecting to die one day, and as a result are acting crazy, focused solely on greed, disharmony, non-stop judgment, and fear. To see an end to that in your life more is to then focus more on your service, and in a direct alignment with your higher self, into a smooth process of your DNA activation into full consciousness. We stand in higher realms, we are the angelic realms, we are the Galactic Federation of Light.